Thank you for joining us on this edition of National Focus. I'm Mervin Matthew. Coming up, the Honorable Prime Minister is confident in the support of the European Union. Dominica welcomes the first cruise ship call for the new cruise season, and Canada reinforces 38 years of relations with Dominica. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Child abuse is unacceptable. Child abuse is not cultural, it is criminal. And one child abuse is one too many.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Thank you for staying with us. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit is confident in the support in the European Union despite its own challenges. The Dominica leader voiced appreciation for the relationship and the support of the EU to Dominica during a courtesy call to his office on November 2nd by the new EU ambassador to Dominica.
We see this as a firm commitment on the part of the European Union, the European Commission, towards its principal position and its willingness to continue assisting developing nations like ours to get to a point of economic independence. So we really appreciate this. We continue to stand in total solidarity with the European Union. We monitor and follow very closely the challenge brought to Europe with the migration crisis. It is not an easy task. It is a huge undertaking, but I think the European Union has handled it very well in the circumstances, and we applaud the nations for that.
The new ambassador is reassured by confidence of the Prime Minister of the European Union's continued support despite its many challenges.
Living challenging times. The world is threatened by too many challenges, and they are huge. Terrorism is one. Is a scourge that is hitting us from within. As you know, most of the terrorist attacks in Europe actually have been carried out by European citizens. But we have to be aware of threats that come also from outside.
In the meantime, His Excellency the President of Dominica, Charles Savre, has sought the support of the European Union towards Dominica's geothermal development while highlighting its support over the years. The new ambassador and head of the delegation of the EU Commission to Dominica presented her credentials to the country's head of state on Wednesday, November 2nd at the State House. His Excellency Savre used the opportunity to apprise Her Excellency that the development of Dominica's geothermal energy potential is at an advanced yet critical stage.
We view geothermal energy not only as being environmentally friendly, but also as having a transformational impact on the economic environment by significantly reducing the high cost of electricity and thereby the cost of doing business and the cost of living in Dominica. We look forward to the continued support of the EU in this venture and will seek to take full advantage of the opportunity that presents itself under the EU 11th EDF that focuses on renewable energy and energy efficiency.
His Excellency the President expressed his profound appreciation for the assistance of the European Union. Projects and programs supported by the European Union in Dominica include the upgrading of the facilities at the country's main airport with the contribution of night landing equipment and navigational aids. The EU also established a social investment fund which was implemented with an ecotourism project to include the Whitey Kubuli National Trail, the development of a solid waste landfill, and upgrade of the water supply infrastructure in the Carib territory, as well as water and sewerage services in the city of Roseau. The European Union also maintains ongoing projects under the Banana Accompanying Measures Program. Dominica has enjoyed the diplomatic relations of the European Economic Community since 1979. In other news, President of Dominica, His Excellency Charles Savary, last week welcomed the new High Commissioner of Canada to the Commonwealth of Dominica, a symbol of strengthened relations between the two countries. For the past 48 years, Canada has provided economic and technical support towards the growth and development of Dominica and has pledged to provide further support. The President received a letter of credence issued by the Governor General and Commander-in-Chief of Canada, His Excellency the Right Honorable David Johnston, accrediting the new High Commissioner of Canada to the Commonwealth of Dominica, Her Excellency Marie Legault. At the presentation of credentials at the State House, the President stated that Canada holds a special place in Dominica's relations with member states of the Americas.
Dominica has benefited and continues to benefit from technical and financial assistance offered by your government through the Canadian International Development Agency, CIDA, in the areas of health, education, agriculture, human resource development, and local government development, through the International Organization for la Francophonie, from the Canadian Francophone Scholarship Program, and through the Commonwealth Fund for Technical Cooperation.
Her Excellency Legault told the President during her visit that the Commonwealth of Dominica and Canada have a long-standing history of shared cultural links, commercial exchanges, and people-to-people ties. Just last year, over 3,000 Canadians visited Dominica, and the numbers keep increasing. The High Commissioner shared the common values that unite the two countries.
We are both committed to democratic systems, respect of human rights, and we value rules-based organizations in which we share membership, including the Commonwealth, the Organization of American States, the United Nations, and la Francophonie. Both our nations have important indigenous populations, and we value this diversity as it contributes to our culture and strengthens our countries. We're both concerned by security issues at the country level and regional level, and our collaboration is demonstrated through the regional security system, to which Canada contributed $3.5 million Canadian last year, in recent years, to create the RSS Training Institute. This year we have the refurbished C-26 surveillance aircraft, for which Canada provided $5.3 million Canadian.
His Excellency President Savary made reference to the threat of natural disasters posed by challenges of climate change. Her Excellency Legault pledged Canada's readiness to support Dominica's efforts to respond to that threat.
Prime Minister Trudeau's announcement last December in Paris at the COP21 of a $2.65 billion Canadian envelope in support of this priority for developing countries is a clear demonstration of that engagement. Climate change will also increase the vulnerability to natural disasters, as we have seen in the recent past, and as Dominica has seen last year, unfortunately. Canada provided $220,000 in assistance following Tropical Storm Erika, which took place over a year ago, and similarly provided $1 million in support following the December 2000 flood events. Heavy rains and unpredictable storms can have a devastating impact on infrastructure and on the people of Dominica. Canada is committed to working with the governments in the Eastern Caribbean towards strengthening resilience.
Dominica established diplomatic relations with Canada in 1978 when Dominica gained its independence. In more news, on Monday, tourism officials welcomed to Dominica the first new cruise ship for the 2016-2017 cruise season. The May Shift 4 made its inaugural call to the island and docked at the Roseau cruise ship berth. Honorable Minister for Tourism Robert Tong, Chief Executive Officer, the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority Benoit Badwell, and Product Promotions Manager at Discover Dominica Authority Kathleen John Jones officially welcomed the captain and crew during a ceremony held aboard the ship. The Honorable Minister pledged government's commitment to ensure the time spent here by passengers is a pleasurable and memorable experience.
We're happy that TUI and Mervin Matthew has made this inaugural call to Dominica. We definitely look forward to you coming to Dominica in the more calls in the future. We're happy that the other ship Mervin Matthew 5 will be here for 11 calls this season. And as a country, we're going to do as much as possible to ensure that your visitors have a pleasurable experience. The government is committed to ensuring that your visit here is a pleasurable one and memorable one. And we hope that your passengers can take as many pictures as possible and share to the world that Dominica is truly the nature island of the Caribbean.
The ship has a passenger capacity of 2,700 and 100 crew members. This year, Dominica will welcome 9 new ships to Dominica, one more than last year. In 2015, Dominica welcomed 186 cruise ships, 13 more than expected this year. However, there will be an increase in the number of passengers to visit the island this season. A total of 313,600 passengers from 173 cruise calls are expected to visit Dominica this year, a marked increase from last year. Monday's inaugural call was its first and only call to Dominica for the 2016-2017 cruise season. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. The Honourable Member of Parliament for the Granby constituency, Justina Charles, says she has already begun efforts to ensure road rehabilitation project in her constituency will continue post-Community Day of Service. A number of projects got underway in the Granby constituency for Community Day of Service, 11 of those being government-funded projects. GIS News caught up with the Honourable Charles, who was on site on one of the road rehabilitation projects.
I know they are challenged with the amount of material that is there, but I have already tried to identify some other areas in the event that they fall short and they want to continue, that we can probably provide them with some additional cement and some tarnish to see how far they can go today. So basically it's a project, although I have the estimate and that is submitted in a comprehensive road improvement project dossier that I gave to the Minister of Finance, but I am happy at least they are able to come out as citizens in the area and decide to do some work. So at least that will bring us a little closer to accomplishing some of the road improvement projects that I really want to do within the constituency.
Other projects ongoing in the South during National Day of Community Service included the construction of retaining walls, cleanup and beautification projects. This year, through the local government department, the government of Dominica significantly increased the budget for community projects from last year's $177,000 to about $200,000. This amount went on to assist in funding 110 community-based projects. From the 110 projects approved through the local government department, a total of 90 were road building and rehabilitation projects, with 21 of these including improving and constructing proper road drainage. In August 2015, the road network in Dominica was severely damaged by the massive flooding and slides caused by Tropical Storm Erica. Since then, the government of Dominica has been working to restore Dominica's road network, work which has included construction of bridges and rehabilitation of main and access roads. And the Honorable Minister for Education, Peter Seja, has encouraged the parents to assist the Ministry of Education in its mission to ensure that the nation's youth excel. Honorable Seja was addressing the National Youth Rally last week.
The programs and educational initiatives of the Ministry of Education and the government alone cannot close the achievement gap. The onus is equally on you, the parents, to assist your children academically and together help us raise the literacy in our country. For it is only when you build upon what is taught at schools can the child's learning horizons be expanded. I therefore wish to sound a call to all parents to recommit yourselves to support your children.
To the students, he highlighted the willingness of the government of Dominica to support them along the educational journey.
The government of Dominica is of the view that as youths, you are well positioned to be long-term contributors in the process of national development. As the Minister for Education, I continue to place great hope in the ability of this country's future and to be positive contributors to society. You are vibrant, dynamic, and energetic, and together I believe that you constitute the most productive and creative sector of our society. We recognize that as young people, you have varying needs, interests, and dreams. That is why, as a government, we are fully prepared to help you tap into your creativity by providing a flexible education system that guides you to pursue your passions and fulfill your true potential.
And that's news. Your tip of the day comes up next.
Protection from abuse is every child's right. Everyone has a shared responsibility in protecting the child from abuse.
Mothers, believe your children when they say they've been abused, and follow through with child abuse cases when they've been reported.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Studies show that the only cause of the cold or flu is a cold or flu virus, not getting wet or chilled. Studies also show that the flu vaccine is also one of the best ways to prevent the flu, besides a healthy lifestyle and proper hygiene. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here, the GIS News production team, I'm Mervin Matthew. Thanks for watching, and join us again next time for National Focus.
Let's have some fun, eh?
I'm not ready for your kind of fun yet.
But everybody else is doing it.
But I'm not everybody else. I'm me, and I want to do well in school.
Well, you definitely get an A for attitude.
I plan to get an A in life, and then I think of your kind of fun.
So what am I to do in the meantime?
You'll survive.
Say no when you're not ready. Use condoms when you are.